it going, everyone? It's Liam Catterson here. It's time for another episode of Veronica Mars. It's episode number 13 of season 3. And you know, with 13 being an unlucky number, it's really been an, I guess, lucky time with Veronica and Logan, of course, with, I mean, the second breakup within a space of few episodes, wasn't it? Because we child back to episode 9. But of course, Veronica has been having Madison on her brain with, obviously, the revelation that Veronica, that Logan and Madison hooked up. So, yeah, one time, but it was enough. So, yeah, but... yeah, I'm excited to get into this episode. So with that said, it's episode number 13 of season 3. Let's go.
So how about instead of whining about how you can't do it,
you
just man up and do it? Does that sound like something maybe you can manage?
All right, Dad, take it easy.
Not really, so why don't you just lay off me?
Josh.
Gone fishing.
If you've eaten any of this breakfast, you now owe me. See you at the office.
That was a trap, Keith. You're a dick.
And I always fall for it.
You might let him know that if he misses another class, he shouldn't bother showing up again.
Oh,
He'll
shit.
fail automatically.
Oh,
I'll let him know his
shit.
prayers are with him.
Veronica's neighborhood? Somebody's meth lab blew up or something. Bet you can see it from the balcony.
Got him on his feet, at least. Right. Oh, is he locking him outside just so you can get some fresh air? Jesus Christ. I mean, that's one way to get him off his butt.
I'm gonna take a shower and feel her out. Blink if you understand. She's coming here tonight, and she's bringing her sister.
Is that
I
real?
might add, she described as practically her twin.
Alright, I see what he's doing.
Veronica, this is Coach Barry's wife and son. Cliff brought them in. Coach Barry was found murdered last night beside the PCH.
Oh,
The
shit.
sheriff suspects Josh, and we've been asked to help find the real killer.
Shit. I mean, I know... Oh, someone didn't take kindly to his ordering around. I mean, that's it, though. Obviously, his son was singled out, right? But he was still bollocking them all, right?
Got there, I thought he already left because his car wasn't there. Then I saw this body on the ground.
So someone killed him and took off with his
So I ran
car.
over and it was dead. He was dead.
Shit.
Tom's NIT championship ring.
You took the NIT ring off your dad's finger?
No, he left it for me.
So it...
After I quit, I took a shower, and when I went to my locker, it was just in there.
So it must have been someone who... Definitely someone who got the right bollocking at halftime. Because... I mean... There is that kind of inclination that it must have been someone that got bollocked. Anyways, in terms of, well... He had the right spiel and then he gets murdered. But with the ring... Someone would have been witness as well to Josh getting singled out and all of that. Ooh, this is perfect. This is perfect. I'm getting sick of his shit, and you know what? His kid could his kid can take the rap for it.
Not dead.
We'll look into it. And don't
What
worry
if
about
there's
the
something
sheriff.
more?
He has a long and proud history of being wrong.
Yeah.
I'm very sorry.
Like
for
I
your loss,
like
Mr.
I said, Sheriff Dickhead
We'll do everything we can.
ain't exactly reputable.
This, some chick ripped out his heart and stomped on it. Logan Eccles, Melinda and Heather Button.
I'm guessing you're going after Melinda.
Which one's yours?
I know it's rhetorical, but oi.
Vampire and stuff, I want to go so bad.
So let's go. So maybe you could keep an eye on... No.
I don't need a babysitter.
No, she's gonna babysit him because of the fact that Logan's in a funk.
6 years since our last conference title. I wanted him gone. Fired would have been fine. But dead, it does the trick just as well.
That's not helping you
As for my
whatsoever.
whereabouts,
Hard, but shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. You slept with my one long-term girlfriend, dude. Their parents are out of town, so I think a day of playing the nanny is the least you could do.
Damn, Dick.
Be home by...
If they show, they probably didn't do it, which would look
not so good for Josh.
There
If
we
they
go.
don't show, there's a good chance they didn't.
And they showing up.
Maybe they hit it.
Oh, that would be nice. You know, just what? Someone could just be like, you know, you have a 10-minute Veronica Mars episode. Someone just shows up. I confess, I did it. Lock me away, officer.
In the tire, we roll up. Your average white dude in a BMW gets all jumpy when he's surrounded by brown people on bikes. They usually give up the keys without us asking. That all you wanted to know?
It's not looking good. Poor Josh.
Daisy or Peach, you can use a heart to protect you.
If I had this game,
I'm just excited to play Sonic Racing Cross Worlds now.
We should have a tournament.
Yeah, if I'm beating you as Peach, you need practice.
Your life is so cool. I don't guess you have any extra small clothes around. I'm starting to smell like you.
I love this kid.
And I see the coach's car and the coach.
He's on the
He was
squad.
arguing with someone.
You see this someone?
I went by pretty quick, but I got a good look. It was Josh Berry.
You dickhead! I bet it was you.
No
I don't believe it was Josh. Uh-oh. We all thought the same thing, didn't we?
You're under arrest for the murder of your father.
Just because someone said.
You're not.
You can't make me stay here.
Heather.
Like, I'd really go meet a guy that I met online.
Nicely played.
This kid is wild.
So, who's that on the phone?
Just your brother-in-law.
Mars Investigations, believing our clients is just one of the many services we offer.
There.
Is there anything I can get you?
I don't know.
Out of here.
Something to read. Cookies, peanut butter, if possible.
Remember now, I ran down to the lobby to get some toothpaste.
And you called Hank?
Yeah, it was for him. One of his students works in the hotel and he didn't want to be seen by him. I just wanted to know what brand he used.
Hello. Keith Mars, what can I help
They
you
wanted
with?
to be secretive, right?
I screwed up.
How?
I did something that I shouldn't have done, okay?
It's like Logan's getting a bit of a therapy session from a
You were
kid.
sorry?
Yes.
Like, in a way so she knows you mean it?
Because he wasn't starting me?
A woman in Texas hired a hitman to take out the mother of her daughter's cheerleading rival. So, you know, I'm pretty
Anything's
much willing
possible.
to consider anything. Where do you keep your gun?
Man, screw you, okay?
Look, I'm sure, like, there have been people who would kill for less. I'm just saying.
Don't get murdered. Because I couldn't live without you, and all I've been doing is thinking about what I would do if I didn't have you.
Maybe you should let me handle this case by myself.
Just getting flashbacks to season
You know,
2's
that
finale,
would
and
I only brood when
that
I'm not
was,
doing anything.
yeah.
Someone took out the Volvo at 1:51 a.m. and returned it at 2:59 a.m.
Yo,
The
what?
witness said they heard the gunshot somewhere between 2:20 and 2:30.
I know.
So it's one of them, right? It has to be.
It doesn't have to be, but it looks that way. My relationship with the Grand doesn't have access
shit.
to registration
To
receipts.
play my request.
Local calls are $2 each. I'm teasing.
Oh my...
Veronica, this is from Logan. He's sorry, girl. He wants you back.
Oh. And there's Veronica, like... It's a chance though, because there was a possibility Veronica would not hear this. Oh.
When you make them feel like they're a big deal, like you do absolutely anything to be with them. People in love shouldn't break up. Giving up is just stupid.
I love her. Oh.
No, some lady.
The one you heard yelling?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm pretty sure. I heard two men yelling.
Oh shit. What? Oh!
It's hers. Oh my god.
Oh my god, I love her.
Logan's sorry, and he misses you, and he wants you back, and you two should get back together.
This is kind of awkward, I'm not gonna lie, but I love her.
Tell a single thing about love, Heather. You know, it isn't writing someone's name on the back of your notebook and drawing a heart around it.
Oh no,
it is easy to be
Logan.
happy all the time when you're 11. You talk to me about love when you know something about it.
Logan, oh.
If anyone would want to contribute an additional letter, Cyrus came through for us. Copy of your application.
Shit.
Are you okay,
Holy shit!
Fine. It just reminds me of that one scene from Kiss Kiss Bang Bang.
Nice, not subtle.
Across a young person with more initiative, intelligence, and character than Veronica Mars.
Oh, he's gonna be proud.
I enthusiastically recommend her and would be happy to discuss this remarkable young woman in greater detail.
Movie!
I'm going to Amy's. Come with me if you want.
And arguing loudly at approximately midnight in your
No,
room.
then he heard the TV.
I don't believe you, Mrs. Odell.
I don't
need to listen to this. You're off the case, Mr. Mars.
Oh
You can fire
shit.
me,
Oh,
Mrs.
someone's
Odell, but I'm afraid
defensive.
you can't take me off the case. I quite liked your husband.
Where the hell have you been? I've been waiting to go for like 20 minutes. Get your stuff, we're going.
I'm guessing they're getting divorced and that's why we need a lawyer.
Fridays at 4 are good for me.
Miss Mars, you are under arrest for the aiding and abetting of the escape of Josh Berry.
What?
You have the right to remain silent.
Oh.
Anything you say can and will be used against you in the court of law.
Yo, so what the hell? I want to slap that shit-eating grin off his face, by the way. One of these days. So is this going to be like a 2, maybe 3-parter in regards to... Because apparently Josh has escaped, which isn't a good look. So maybe it was him. Maybe Mason was right. Yeah. Because otherwise he's not doing himself any favours in regards to bloody escaping. I mean, it's not looking good for Josh. I don't know, though. I mean, on one hand, there's a part of me that's thinking, this is a bit of a coinkydink, surely, about the fact that we're unresolved over a shooting. Right? I mean, obviously, this whole thing with the coach, I don't imagine is going to drag out for the next several episodes. But it is a bit of a coinkydink. Maybe it's the same person responsible for the Dean's death. Maybe it's someone else. Maybe it was Josh. Then again, he didn't push Veronica down the cliff, so yeah. But escaping is not good. It's not a good look. So yeah. Unless... Oh, no. I don't know. I have no idea what's going to happen in terms of the whole Josh predicament, but Veronica's not in a good place now that she's been arrested for aiding the escape of Josh. So, yeah. And, you know, with Mason, there was nothing concrete on him, really, in terms of any evidence stacked up. I mean, he did say that he saw Josh, but I don't know. It's possible that it could relate to the person who shot Cyrus, but yeah, we'll have to wait and see. Again, though, we did get some interesting information about, well, I'd say I don't know if the arguing is exactly during Kiss Kiss. I don't think there was a movie playing. I might have to go back and check, but I don't think there was a movie playing when Cyrus showed up. Because we know he did show up and went to confront just got forgotten. Landry. For some reason, I blanked on his name. Yeah, we know that happened, but I don't know. I don't think a movie was playing at the time of his arrival, because we know there was a confrontation of sorts, and I think this was around midnight. The gunshot heard was 2:20 to 2:30, and I want to assume that was around midnight when he showed up. So maybe it was, I don't know. But we know that he did show up because we saw it in episode 9. So, yeah. And then he was back in his office where he would obviously end up getting shot. So, yeah. But, yeah. It was very, very interesting peering into that whole incident with the... with Mindy's story and all of that. So yeah, yeah, we got that confirmation. Then we got proof, I guess, that the Volvo left the Grand. So yeah, well, that's another thing though. Mindy wasn't exactly aware of the movie, was she? So it can't have been, like, during... So it must have been someone else. That's the thing that's racking my brain, I would say, because if she's not aware of the movie, and Landry is, obviously, because Veronica tripped him. So, yeah. But, well, surely the movie wasn't playing, so something must have to give, unless... Well, she was on her way out, wasn't she? Was Mindy, I believe, so... I don't know. Maybe they tried to cover it up and was like, and then they argued and they put, the movie on. So it's going to sound weird, but there are going to be people who will sometimes play noise over, like, whilst they're doing see, it sounds weird because it almost seems like Landry and the Dean. Yeah. Oh, no, that talk about a triangle, but no, it might have been playing when they were, arguing or whenever they had that confrontation, because we don't know what was said. We just know that, the Dean showed up and, yeah, that got a bit awkward, but we don't know what was said after that. So they could have been arguing. Mindy could have left. So, I don't know. But yeah, it was just very, very interesting to go into this episode, focusing on that, but also obviously the main case of it, because we rarely get an opportunity, because this is not like, unless it is the same person that shot the Dean, we rarely get an episode where, the case of the week carries over into next week, and that's what we're getting with Veronica being arrested, with Josh on the run. So yeah. And it's just gonna be, and that's another thing that's boggling the mind, because I don't want to think it's Josh, but it is looking more and more likely it could have been. But I mean, he probably could have pushed Veronica in the in the sea when he had the opportunity, because Veronica was investigating this thing. What if she finds out it was me, and then just no one has to know? So, but of course, there was that moment where he did approach her, and I'm like, and he just stood there. So, yeah, but. I mean, there's another factor as well, that it might be a little bit too obvious that it might have been Josh, given the fact that we saw the first scene where his dad was, if anything, singling him out in terms of bollocking him, right? So that's why I'm also very skeptical about the idea that it could be Josh, because and sometimes there is a case where sometimes, yeah, it might be obvious, but it just works out. Sometimes it is the obvious solution. But I don't know. It just seems very. I mean, the guy that Keith went to visit, he just has solid evidence, seemingly, that it wasn't him. And Mason, again, there's nothing really to indicate him. And we had Arturo, who I think showed up last season. He can't afford it really. So yeah, unless it is the same person, which would veer into serial, like we'd be risking going into serial killer aspect, right? So yeah, but we'll just have to wait and see what does happen. But it's not looking good for. It is not looking good for Josh. But yeah, like I said, I wanted to wipe the. You saw the sheen grin that Sheriff Lamb had when he was like, "Oh, you're under arrest" and all of that. The bastard's gonna sleep comfortably because of the fact that he's like, "Oh, I arrested my biggest hindrance" and all of that. Someone who does a better job at than me. So yeah. Speaking of, I guess, jobs, I know it's, I guess, not exactly that, but I loved the whole. I do feel like, because I mean, obviously we do have we do have the movie coming up after this season, which will be fun to edit, by the way, for YouTube. So yeah, the whole FBI thing. I just loved that that little nod from Cyrus as well when it came to that recommendation. So I really loved it. So yeah, but it's definitely, but surely it's going in that direction, right? Be kind of cool, right? So I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. But I do want to talk about, I'd say my highlight of this episode, just because the interactions were fun. And, Heather seemingly got Logan on his feet. The interactions with Logan and Heather was just really, really fantastic. So yeah, we even had a moment where Logan struck twice when it came to, breaking a girl's heart, I would say, because, I mean, to be fair, I know Veronica broke up with him, but he didn't exactly do himself any favors. Nor did Veronica with the voicemail shenanigans, because, as I said in the last episode, to open out on that voicemail is not exactly encouraging. Because that's going to be an instant turn off anyway. So I know he ended the voicemail on a more heartfelt note, but yeah. But of course, Veronica should have listened to the entire thing rather than just turn it off immediately after hearing a few words. Again, I mean, Logan didn't exactly start off well, but yeah. And of course, in this episode, he low-key bollock. Well, I say low-key, he scolded her, but he did bollock Heather, didn't he, for interfering with this whole shebang? Although I gotta say, the elevator ride was just incredible. I mean, it took something that is usually awkward if you just stand there in silence and made it doubly awkward because of the fact that, she was pouring, I guess, her heart out to what Logan was feeling. And it was so cute as well at the same time. It was awkward but cute because of the fact that there was a lot of love. Like, she hasn't even met her before the elevator ride as Heather, but she was in awe with Veronica and she wanted Veronica and Logan back together. So, yeah. But it was really, really amazing to see how Heather was trying to grill Logan throughout the entire episode, trying to answer questions and getting him back on his feet, because ultimately he did. And we saw at the very end, he freshened up, he's back into school. So, yeah. But, it was just really, really, I just really loved Heather and Logan's interactions. She had a lot of flair about her character, did Heather. So, yeah. I know there can be occasions where people can be a little bit I guess, finding it jarring about kids being a presence on the show and all of that. And I don't really pay too much mind of that because, well, kids will be kids and all of that. But, I mean, Heather is like the best 10, 11-year-old. I think it was 11, she mentioned. But, yeah, she is the best 11-year-old out there because, I mean, again, her mannerisms and just the way that she was characterized in this episode was just amazing. So, yeah. But not just that though. It's not just the enjoyability of the viewer, but again, she just helped Logan, who was just down in the dumps. So, yeah. Yeah, it was just fun to see her grill Logan, grill him, grill. It was fun to see. Get it right, Liam. Her grill Logan about Veronica. So there was a point where I was thinking, are they going to get back together in this episode? Which I was low-key hoping not, because it is a roller coaster ride. You go from episode 9, we're breaking up, to, you know, them getting back together the following episode, to them breaking up and then getting back together. So it would be a bit of a roller coaster. I do expect them to potentially be back together at some point, but to have it very, very, very close would just be a little bit too much. So, yeah. But she did have a great impact on Logan. So, yeah. And it was great that Logan got out of his funk and decided to help. Whereas Dick was being Dick and had a wild adventure. So, yeah. Of course, it was not going to last long. Was it? So, I mean, he's Dick, for crying out loud. But, yeah, it was just really, really amazing for Heather to be a presence, for Logan to unveil his feelings to Heather about Veronica. And for Heather to be probably one of the wisest 11-year-olds in TV history, I guess. So, I mean, that's it, though. She was giving a lot of great advice and all of that. So, yeah. But also the interactions were really, really nice and wholesome as well. So, yeah. But yeah, intriguing stuff, this episode, especially when you got to consider the fact that we're not done. Again, it's kind of rare when we get into Veronica Mars and you have a crime of, unless it's part of the main arc, of course, which I know this isn't. Like I said, unless it's the same person who shot the poor Dean, yeah, it's one of those rarities. So yeah, I know. I don't want to count the episode 16 of season 2 in a sense. I know that continued for the first part of season 3, but that was establishing an arc and all of that, I guess. So yeah, whereas I don't think this necessarily itself is going to be an arc. Even a small arc, it'll probably be resolved in the next episode. Unless it, like I said, it's the same person who offed the Dean. So yeah, but we'll just have to wait and see what does happen. I'll see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check my videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my media feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I'll see you guys next time. Toodles!